Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time, we took on the final Hoenn gym leaders to be found in the Virizion, Tate and Lisa. And this time, we are finally going to be going after some legendary Pokemon. Yeah, last time that happened was Victini, way back in episode, I want to say 21? But first thing I want to do, right here, at some point relatively recently, we got a hold of TM54 False Swipe, a restrained attack that prevents the target from fainting. The target is left with at least 1 HP. I feel like this move will be incredibly beneficial to us if we are going to be attempting to capture legendary Pokemon. So what I am going to do is I'm going to be temporarily overriding Dig on my Garchomp here because we can just reteach it later. Oh, the beauty of infinite TMs. Where were thou back when we were doing Liquid Crystal? Anyway, we are going to be teaching Garchomp False Swipe here because I feel like it will be very helpful in our quest to capture these 3 legendary Pokemon. So I think first off, we are going to be going after Cobalion, which can be found near Lacunosa Town. So we're going to be flying right on over there, and heading out of town this way to get at this legendary Pokemon. You guys ready for this? We haven't been doing legendary hunting for quite a while, but I think it is now time for us to get back into that age-old tradition of counting to 3. Cobalion appeared. This is the first of the Swords of Justice, and is usually taken to be the quote-unquote internal master of the trio. And I notice it knows Retaliate, which is kind of amusing, because since it outsped me, it doesn't actually get any sort of boost from that. So we are going to be paralyzing it right here. Cobalion, I believe, is Steel and Fighting, if I'm remembering correctly, which is a very interesting typing. I don't remember if anything else has that typing. I'm pretty sure something out there does. So I'm going to hit it with a Thunderbolt because I don't think this will knock it out. Well, guess I'm resetting. Alrighty, that was a little embarrassing. Can we just pretend that didn't happen? Please? I don't know. You guys can haggle me for it if you want. Anyway, back to Cobalion, and it's probably a good thing that we got a second round at this because I actually forgot the first time that we stocked up on Quick Balls, and this is exactly the kind of thing that we want to use Quick Balls for, so let's give it a shot and see if we can get lucky. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Cobalion is the kind of Pokemon that I feel like can take a lot of hits, if they're physical, because that Thunderbolt pretty much tore this thing a new one, which is a little bit awkward. But anyway, let's paralyze it, and then I think we're going to be switching over to Garchomp to slowly but surely whittle it down, because obviously using some sort of special move isn't going to work whatsoever. So it looks like we are going to have to rely on physical moves, and it looks like we're already benefiting from this paralysis, which is awesome. I don't think I want to do Stab Dragon Claw. That might be a bit much. I'm going to see how much Slash does. And once we get it down a bit lower, yeah, I think we're definitely good for using Dragon Claw. I highly doubt this thing will get knocked out because of its high defense. Now game, I don't want to be proven wrong. Yeah, alright. That'll work. Unfortunately, this thing is also coming packing Swords Dance, which jacks up its attack considerably every time it uses it, so once we weaken this thing down, it's pretty much going to become a question of endurance. And unfortunately, I was a little impatient and couldn't wait the extra 30 minutes to go after this thing at nighttime, so the Dusk Balls we brought really aren't going to be doing too much good. And as you can see, this thing's... oh right, this thing. Dig only has 10 power points. And teaching TMs in Generation 5 does not restore your power points for some reason. I think it's to prevent exploiting. But yeah, we're just going to be hitting it with False Swipe right here. I think one more hit should be good if we can survive Sacred Sword right here. Ouch. Yeah, this is definitely going to become a game of endurance going forth here. And Iron Head is going to hurt equally much. Ow. Two-shot my Garchomp. Yeah, this thing is definitely a force to be scared of. I'm really hoping I can outlast this thing, but I'm not really sure if I can, and unfortunately I cannot use the Dusk Balls because it's not nighttime yet, so it looks like we are going to be stuck using the Ultra Balls. Ah, well. Alright, how much is that going to do? Not a whole lot, actually. Alright, if this one doesn't catch it, I'll probably just jump cut until we do, because this is the very, very boring phase of catching legendaries. It's just chucking Pokeballs and effectively praying that you catch it, especially with something as powerful as this. So without further ado, see you all on the other side. Nice, that was really quick actually. Cobalion was caught. It has a body and heart of steel. It worked with its allies to punish people when they hurt Pokémon. Very nice. One legendary down. At least for this episode, 2 to go. Just because I'm going to check this hidden grotto real quick, and if there's nothing there, I will meet you guys back over in Humalao City. And we get stable mulch. We have a lot of mulch. This is crazy. And here we are back in Humalao City. Now, after that fight, I think we would be in very good state of mind to come in here and heal our Pokemon, because that thing hits hard. So we're going to be healing up right here. I don't think I have to buy new Pokeballs, though, because I think I caught Cobalion in less than 10 throws, which is honestly quite good. But anyway, I'm going to head over to Route 22, right over to where we saw Cobalion 2 videos, not Cobalion, Terrakion 2 videos ago, and then we are going to be getting into more legendary catching action. And here we are over by Terrakion. The game was very, very nice to me, and to every player of this game actually, because you can walk from Humalao City straight here, over those little wooden planks, and not have to fight anything, which is awesome. Don't have to go through any grass or anything. But anyway, next up, Terrakion. And here we are, Terrakion appeared. Terrakion is like the, I guess, manly big brother of the group, I guess you could say. The 15th Pokemon movie revolved around these 3 Pokemon quite greatly, and Terrakion was characterized as being more of the brawny type, which I guess fits it considering it is rock and fighting, which I'm pretty sure to this day remains a unique type combination, which is quite interesting. I have to wonder if they'll introduce something of this typing in Sun and Moon, because I feel like there are several unique typings that are sort of restricted to legendary Pokemon, and I'd like to see a lot more regular Pokemon be able to take a stab at... Are you kidding me? Reset. Man, what is it this episode? That is embarrassing, although, to be fair, that one wasn't entirely my fault, because we actually scored a critical on this thing. which is a little embarrassing, but it's just something that happened. But I guess it's a good thing we get a second chance at this thing, because for a second time I actually forgot about quick balls being a thing. Man, what is wrong with me? Darn it, that would have been amazing. Ah well. But anyway, this thing hits pretty hard, not entirely unlike Cobalion, so we're just going to want to paralyze it and then whittle it down as low as we can. Because we want to avoid having a long, drawn-out fight with this thing, if at all possible. So I think what I want to do is I want to switch over to Garchomp and see how much Slash is going to do. Because obviously Dragon Claw is going to do at least half of this thing's HP, which is not ideal, because if we got another critical on this thing, that would just be embarrassing. And I think Dragon Claw might actually have a heightened critical hit ratio. I'm actually not sure. I know Slash does, and there it is. We got another critical hit. Yeesh. Alrighty, I think one more Slash will probably be good, because I really don't want to score an accidental second critical on this thing, which would be, I don't want to say likely, but entirely possible with Slash right here, so I think we're just going to go to False Swipe, which actually does a pretty high amount for being a non-stab 40 power, not very effective move that actually did a decent amount for what it is. I was expecting it to be like, you know, a pixel, but I'll take it. Alright, I want to say Terrakion is now to 1 HP exactly, so I think it is time we moved in for the capture. Nice. Terrakion was caught, and that didn't take too terribly long either. I think my strategy's working out. Spoken of in legend, this Pokemon used its phenomenal power to destroy a castle in its effort to protect Pokemon. Very cool. Terrakion is now ours. It is time to go after the final Sword of Justice. For now. I'm going to be heading off to Opelucid City next. I will meet you guys out on Route 9. It is 9, right? No, 11. I will be meeting you guys out on Route 11 once I have healed up our crew. And it would seem we have earned a medal. What could this be? It is the Whale... What? The Wailord Watcher medal? I didn't even see the darned thing. What? Oh, come on. Apparently a Wailord had actually spawned last episode. But I didn't see it. Did you guys see it? I did not see it. That's a shame. That's also really bizarre because I don't remember seeing this guy when I went and healed in Humalau just now. I mean, okay, I'll take it. But I mean, I wanted to see that Wailord. Oh well. Anyway, right out here, you actually have to walk around this grass to get through this part now. We have... Come on. Ice puzzles are still a little bit finicky. We have the final Sword of Justice. Hope you don't mind if I jump cut here to save real quick. Alrighty, everything's saved. Hopefully this first attempt on Virizion will go better than the first attempts on the other two Swords of Justice. Here we have Virizion, the greatest wireless cell phone network carrier in all of Unova. No, but that is a really nice joke that a lot of people tend to make, and I do find it legitimately funny. Anyway, let's see if we can get lucky with the quick ball right here. Man, these things are not making a very good impression because each one I've used this episode has failed pretty much instantly. Although I guess it's not something too terribly surprising considering these are legendary Pokemon. They are intended to put up a fight. If we ever get a Quick Ball to succeed on a legendary, it really is just extraordinary luck. But anyway, Virizion is Grass and Fighting, a type that I believe is only shared by, I want to say, Chestnut and Breloom, and considering Chestnut isn't even in this game, Breloom pretty much has legendary typing status at this point. But anyway, I think Slash is probably a good option right here. Okay, good, and wow, that was not a critical. Did you guys notice that? That was not even a critical. That's a little scary. So I think we're going to be moving to False Swipe immediately here. Wow, that wasn't a critical either, man. Virizion seems to be a lot, I guess, flimsier than other Swords of Justice, and we might notice that it does have Giga Drain, which is a little unfortunate, so I might have to whittle it down even after we get it all the way down like this later on in the fight. Anyway, let's see if we can catch it in one shot. Come on. Nope, not even close. Ah well. Virizion is pretty interesting because it's portrayed in the movie as a kind of motherly figure. Even though all of these legendary Pokemon are genderless, I feel like Virizion is the most feminine of the three Swords of Justice. The other two seem very masculine in comparison. But anyway, considering we failed 3 Pokeballs now, I think we're just gonna jump cut until we catch this thing. Very next throw. Wow. There was no cut there, I swear to you guys. That's hilarious. Legends say this Pokemon confounded opponents with its swift movements. Now, I feel like that Pokedex entry is a little bit disappointing. The other Pokedex entries seemed a bit thought out, but that one seemed quite generic in comparison, which is a little unfortunate. But anyway, now that we have done that, I am going to be flying over to Humalao City, and then we can take a peek in our PC box, just to marvel at these 3 legendary Pokemon. And here we are, back in Humalao City. My recording is at less than 30 minutes. And we got another medal. What could this one possibly be? What? He's not supposed to spawn in here if he doesn't have anything for us. That's really bizarre. Huh. You know, I've noticed that there have been some odd instances like that. He gave me the Wailord Watcher medal when I didn't see a Wailord. And then he's in here, but he doesn't have anything to give us. And then there are those 2 Ace Trainers out on Route 22 that should have fought us, but didn't. It's very odd. I have to wonder if it has something to do with the hack creator having to mess around with some flags to get some of these special events to work. Anyway, let's pan all the way over here to box 14. Man, we have caught a ton of Pokemon. And now among them are Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. Very nice. Worth noting, I believe these Pokemon show up at a lower level than 50 in the regular game, but they do show up at level 50 here, so it's definitely something that's worth noting. But anyway, with that, we had quite an easy time of catching those legendary Pokemon. I think we are going to end things off here. So, this past episode of Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we literally blazed through catching the Swords of Justice. My recording is not even at 30 minutes yet. And next time, on Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we are going to be heading south in pursuit of Hugh to see if we can find a trace of Team Plasma. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.